This podcast is powered by the pros at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPaschal.com.
Yeah, just really got to give credit to Kentucky. They came out and they played a really good ball game. Obviously, made all the plays defensively. A couple of really nice plays in the infield, and when we made a mistake, they hit it out of the park for the most part. And we didn't play a clean game. The first inning we got behind early, threw a ball away, and didn't catch a ball at second, and bang, we gave them 2 runs, and they're tough to catch because when they get ahead of you, they can do some things. And but I was proud of our team for battling back, got back in the ball game after Peyton's swing with 2 outs, drove in 3, and all of a sudden we're down 2. The inning that killed us probably was bottom of the 7th, kind of ran the momentum back over to them, and we found ourselves back down 5. But it was really good to see Mason pitch well again. He threw well in relief. Game 2 against A&M, the game we needed to win to wrap up the West. And this is his first outing since, and he matched it again, threw really well. So, we've been on the road about a week. Obviously didn't like the way I didn't like the outcome, but, we know that we've got a big week ahead of us, and we got to get ready for next weekend.
All right, we'll take questions from the players. Please raise your hand if you have one. On the left side, front row. My left, I apologize.
Hey there, Mason. This is Tom Murphy, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Your last 2 outings have gone well. Just kind of how do you feel about maybe a potential new role or getting back in the starting position?
Yeah, I'm going to throw where I'm needed, and that's up for them to decide, and I'm just going to go out there and pitch to the best of my ability wherever they want me. So we haven't talked about it yet, but I'm just going to go out there and throw to the best of my abilities.
What's been good for you, though, these last 2 outings?
I think my command has been much better. I've just been filling up the zone with strikes with all 4 pitches, just being able to command my fastball, which is a huge part of how I pitch. And so that and the slider getting a little bit harder has really helped me just kind of, go at hitters.
Peyton, getting some offensive momentum going maybe toward the postseason. Y'all scored some runs here in Hoover. Maybe what do you think about where you guys are offensively right now?
I think we're right where we need to be. We didn't win either game, but we're swinging it well. We just got to get those timely hits, just stack quabs, and just stay with our approach.
On the front row on the right.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. Mason, just how much difference has there been from moving from starter to bullpen? Has it been much? What have you had to change maybe mentally or in preparation for coming out of the pen?
I think it was a really good thing for me. It allowed me to just kind of reset and not overthink things, and so that was something we were talking about over the last weeks. Just I was overthinking things and I was trying to be too fine, and now I really don't have the luxury of thinking. It's just kind of get hot, go in the game, and let your stuff work. And so I think if I end up starting at some point again, whether that's up to them or not, I would try to transfer that over as much as I can.
More questions for the players. On the right.
Yeah, it's a question for both of y'all. Just talk about kind of putting this behind you, getting ready for the NCAA tournament, the regionals. Talk about the mindset going into the NCAA tournament and how you guys put it 0-2 starting the SEC tournament behind you.
You're playing all year to get to Omaha, and this is where it starts. And so we've been preparing for this since August, and we're really not going to change much. We're going to do our work, be intentional, and take it day by day.
Well said.
Any more questions for the players?
One last one.
Wait for the microphone if you don't mind. Thank you.
Peyton, your home runs, maybe what kind of pitches you hit, and how do you feel in a zone or something right now?
First, the first one was just a 2-strike fastball in. They've been working me away soft, hard in all weekend, and I finally, just cheated it a little bit and caught it out front. And then the next one was just a slider. He left over the middle of the plate, and with our approach with a guy like that, we're trying to stay hard through the middle, and I just caught it out front.
All right, Peyton, Mason, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Good luck in the postseason. If there are questions for Coach, please raise your hand. We'll start on the left, front row.
Dave, as I was asking them, offensive momentum, how do you feel about maybe where you are as a run-producing team right now?
Yeah, I you know, it was a little bit up and down. You know, we left a lot of runners on base in the last 2 days, and you know, really the biggest hit we got was that 3-run homer. We got, you know, hit here or there, sack fly, you know, yesterday, but today's game was, you know, in our big inning, we need another hit, and we've got to get better. We got to get better. I mean, that's what I just told them. We got to get more production up and down the lineup. It's spotty right now, and you know, I think guys are trying too hard, trying to do too much instead of just, you know, take what they give you sometimes. So, you know, what I'm talking about is maybe a couple guys going out of the zone, put themselves in a bad count. We got to flip that, take the pitch, work for the next one. So, yeah, we're gonna have to swing the bats a lot better when we get to the regional.
You use 4 or 5 guys who are potential postseason starters for you today. How do you think that maybe sets you up, and do you have any difficult decisions to make about your starters next weekend?
Like I said, I thought Molina threw really well the last 2 outings. I thought Tiger was really good for an inning. Had a hitter down 0-2 and, you know, just made a really big mistake, and he unloaded on it. And, you know, it's little careless things like that. You know, balls hit off the end of the bat, spinning like a top. You don't feel it with one hand, you feel it with 2. You don't run away from it. Ball spun right out of his glove. I mean, when you're older, you know that. Freshman, younger guy, it doesn't happen again down the road. But, you know, that inning couldn't happen right there, and that was frustrating. But other than that, Tiger's first inning, man, he looked really good. His breaking ball going, spotting his fastball down, had a little movement, a little sink, and you know, it was good to see McIntyre just, you know, threw one hitter, but he threw pretty good. So Gage Wood, a couple really good hitters, then get behind. When you get behind 2-0, second time they see you and you got to throw a fastball in there, they jumped on him pretty good. When he was ahead in the count, not a problem. So it's process every day. You got to get better. You got to learn from it. Hopefully next time on the mound, do a little better.
All right, on the 4th row in the center.
Alex Day, College Baseball Central. Coach, what's the message to the team to kind of get them to refocus to get ready for the NCAA tournament?
Well, get back and rest up just a little bit. The message out there was this is where we wanted to be. As far as we know, we're going to be in a regional, a really good opportunity to host, and you know, it's time to take a step forward. You know, we kind of went backwards a couple weeks ago, sideways. We've been up and down. We need to make a move and finish this thing up right.
All right, 3rd row on the right.
Mitch Davis, MitchDavisShow.com. Coach, I want to ask you just about kind of piggyback off that question. How important or not important is the SEC tournament to get success in you know, the regionals and super regionals, even get to Omaha?
Depends on where you are. You know, it depends on your record at the time coming in here. You know, or it depends on how you're playing. You're not playing very well. You come in here and you play really good. You can gain some momentum. Come in here and you got, you know, things locked up. You just don't want to get anybody hurt. You want to play. Obviously, you want to win. You don't like losing. You're used to winning. That's why you're in this position that you're in. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on who you are and where you're at as far as wins and losses and how you're playing. And I wouldn't say that it's not important. It's more important for some teams than it is others, like everybody knows. So if you're asking me if we should have a tournament or not, I'd say, yeah, we need to have a tournament.
Front row on the right.
Coach, just overall thoughts on Hagen's start today, shortened start?
Yeah, I think probably a little amped up, leaving some things up, fastball up, and you know, just not real sharp. And I think he got a little frustrated, but you know, that's about what we wanted him to throw right there. You know, 35, 40 pitches and 2 to 3 innings max, and we just thought, hey, that's enough. So give him a little opportunity to you know, have a couple days rest more than normal leading into next weekend's. But yeah, Hagen's Hagen. He's good. It'll, you know, he'll be ready to go.
And then just some uncharacteristic defensive plays in the first. You think maybe that was just the early start, or what, you know, went into that?
Nah, you can't blame it on that. I mean, Hagen tried to quick pick and threw it wide, and he's one of the best fielding pitchers I've ever had. And you know, he just threw him into scoring position there after a walk and frustrated him a little bit. And then the ball that was hit up the middle and he got jammed or hit it off the end. I think it was jammed. And Peyton, pretty much lost it in the crowd. And I feel like it was looking for the double play instead of just going and catching the ball with one arm instead of two. And the ball ran from him a little bit. And, who knows where it would have gone if we catch that ball as far as getting through that inning. But we didn't. And, had another pitcher error there late on that ball that was spinning. I mean, that ball started out over here and jumped over there. And we're like, whoa, that thing's spinning hard. And he just nonchalant it with one hand. It spun right out of his glove. And, veteran's going to get down there and smother that thing because what's about to happen. And those are a couple, 3 mistakes we normally don't make. And we make those in the next weekend, we'll be in trouble.
We have time for one more on the left.
Dave, Kevin Skarbinski with the SEC blog. Obviously, the tournament format changes next year. Do you like the changes that are coming, all 16 teams, single elimination?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. A bye is always good, but when you got to win or go home, it's a lot of travel if you don't win. When you're in and out of here like that. So I don't know what else we can do. I mean, they've looked at everything. Looked about like having 2 tournaments. The winners play each other. I mean, then you got to have 2 sites and you got to have 2 of everything. So it'll be interesting next year. So I didn't really answer your question. I'm sorry.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.